watching the award-winning GHS TV, Germantown Community Television, your hometown news and information station. Welcome to another edition of Germantown Community Television's award-winning Access Together series. Informative, educational, and entertaining, our diverse programming lineup offers something unique for every viewer. Whether you want to keep up with the latest community news or learn how changes in the Mid-South and beyond affect us right here at home, these local programs keep the focus on you, the citizens of Germantown. Each show is hosted by a member of the community and produced using the students and facilities of Germantown High School's nationally renowned television station, GHS TV. These programs are made possible through the combined efforts of the City of Germantown, Shelby County Schools, GHS TV, and the Germantown Community Television Foundation. If you have any questions, comments, or program ideas, write us at the address on your screen or call 754-4788. You can also email us at ghstv17@aol.com. For more information about GHS TV and our programming, visit us on the web at www.ghstv.org. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoy the following presentation.
Welcome to Chamber Matters. I'm your host, Pat Scroggs, President and CEO of the Germantown Area Chamber of Commerce. During each show, we will take an inside look at the business leaders making a difference in our city. The Germantown Area Chamber of Commerce has existed for more than 37 years. Our staff, board of directors, ambassadors, and volunteers are all dedicated to creating a vibrant business environment through interactive partnerships with business, government, and community. Today, in our Business Leaders segment, we're going to meet Al Tarsi, Memphis Market President, Trustmark Bank. And in our Difference Makers segment, we will meet Susan Berry Buckley, CEO with Lifeblood Mid-South Regional Blood Center. And in our Up Next segment, we will discuss with Amy Behringer, the Clinical Director, Baptist Rehabilitation Germantown, the 23rd Annual Golf Tournament. All of these dedicated volunteer leaders are involved with ongoing activities of the Chamber. Joining us now is Al Tarsi, Memphis Market President with Trustmark Bank, who is one of our corporate champion sponsors. Welcome, Al.
Thank you, Pat. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's always a pleasure, and we sincerely appreciate Trustmark being one of our corporate sponsors in our bank. So thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Tell me what makes banking different with Trustmark.
Well, I believe it starts with the people that we hire, and the way that we like to do business. I think that it's the best of all worlds for our customers. We're a large bank, a large regional bank with almost $10 billion in assets, and we're in both Shelby and DeSoto counties with 17 branches. So this allows us to have all of the sophisticated banking products and services of the largest banks that our customers would come into contact with. For example, for businesses of all sizes, we provide cash management services, wealth management, electronic banking, mortgage services, and investment services. But for the most part, we make decisions locally so that we act and feel a lot like a community bank. This allows us to deliver customized service to our customers.
Well, tell me a little bit more about the customer service or customized services. Explain that for me.
Well, again, it's a philosophy, a way of doing business where we ask our associates to really get in and understand our customers and what their needs are so that they can match their needs with our products and services. It's not about selling to fill quotas. And by so doing this, we can understand the unique characteristics of their businesses. And for entrepreneurs and people who are running businesses day to day, they try to distinguish themselves from their competition, and we're there to complement them and to enhance those unique characteristics. So we provide, for example, technological services to help them manage and organize activities better, and people that we talk to tell us that this does indeed make a difference.
Absolutely. Well, you probably more or less answered my next question, but what reaction do you receive from the customers for this particular service?
Yeah, we get a great deal of encouragement from our customers. Just today I was having lunch with a customer who made a special presentation to us and discussed with us the partnership that we have. We helped them to acquire this business, and today they were giving us feedback on what they've done. And so many of our electronic products that we've brought to bear has helped them manage their receivables better. And so we are there to help them grow, and we prosper ourselves as a result of this. We believe this is given advice and where we add value to each other, and we think that's important. The other thing, Pat, that I think our customers who've come through a very difficult economic environment find important is the strength and financial stability that Trustmark brings. We have remained profitable throughout this economic downturn, and not all banks can say that. We believe that this is important, and our customers tell us that it's important to them because they know we'll be there, that our associates will be there to deliver the same quality service day in and day out. So in these uncertain times, customers are looking for a secure banking partnership.
Absolutely. Well, you mentioned the technology that you offer to the customers. What are some of the technological advances Trustmark offers to your customers?
We do have online banking and mobile banking, and we are expanding this virtually every day through our treasury management services. As I mentioned to you, we are helping businesses speed up their receivables, the collection of their receivables, and we do this through wholesale and retail lockbox. We provide remote deposit capture, funds management, sweep accounts, direct employee deposits, and electronic bill payment. I would also want to point out that we have just changed out all of our ATM machines in the Shelby County, DeSoto County market area, in the Memphis market area, and these are state-of-the-art machines. They're quite sophisticated. They provide imaging capabilities, extensive deposit capabilities, fraud detection, and voice recognition.
Those are so very important
Yes.
today, and it's amazing what banks do have to offer the services that you provide. Well, you mentioned, I know obviously you're very involved with our Germantown Area Chamber. Well, what is some of the other activities that Trustmark Bank is involved with in our Germantown?
Right. As you know, Trustmark has located its regional corporate headquarters here in Germantown, and I believe we might be the only bank headquartered here in Germantown. So I like to think of us as the hometown bank. But it's really important for us to be a good corporate citizen. We ask our employees to become engaged in community activities. We are a corporate champion sponsor with the Chamber. We're involved with Leadership Germantown, the Germantown Charity Horse Show, the Germantown Festival, just numerous activities that go on here in the community. And that's very important for us and for our associates. We encourage this. They're happy to do it, and we think it makes the community better and it makes us better.
Well, just real briefly, how can viewers find out a little bit more about Trustmark?
We'd love for them to visit us on the internet and go to www.trustmark.com. If they like, they can open an account right online. Maybe it would take 15 minutes or so, or they can find a location near their house or for their convenience.
Right, that's great. Well, thank you, Al, so very much for being with us today, and we appreciate your support.
Well, thank you, Pat. It's been my pleasure.
Thank you. We're going to pause for a short break. When we return, we will meet with Susan Berry Buckley, CEO of Lifeblood.
You can now watch your favorite Germantown community television shows from anywhere in the world. GHS TV is streaming online, live 24/7. A viewing screen displays our channel just like you see on television. Simply visit our website at www.ghstv.org. So log on and enjoy hometown news from anywhere in the world, only at ghstv.org.
I present to you Algebra 2, Foreign Languages, and finally, Biology. Who among you will step up to their challenge?
Me. Yeah, I'll do it. Me too. Sign me up.
Take on the tough classes now. You need them to prepare for college.
You're watching the award-winning GHS TV, Germantown Community Television, your hometown news and information station.
Welcome back. I'm pleased to have Susan Berry Buckley, CEO of Lifeblood. Thank you very much for being with us today.
It's a pleasure. I'm glad to be here.
Well, thank you. You're one of our nonprofits, and we're always happy to tell our viewers a little bit more about our businesses. So
Great.
thank you. Obviously, everyone hopefully knows about Lifeblood, but tell me a little bit about the specific blood types that you're always looking for.
Well, actually, we're always looking for all the blood types, no matter what time of year it is. But the most critical blood type is the one that isn't present on the shelf when a patient needs it. So that's why we need a constant supply of volunteer blood donors donating blood.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's great. Well, how many blood donor centers are there in the Memphis area?
There are 6 blood donor centers located throughout the Mid-South, from Germantown, here in Germantown, to DeSoto County, and from East Memphis to Tipton County. We also have 5 blood mobiles that go out into our communities and collect blood from volunteer blood donors at schools and businesses and places of worship.
And I know a lot of the churches have those. We certainly do at the congregation that I go to, and it really is helpful to the members as well as to Lifeblood too, at a convenient time. Well, what are some of the requirements to donate blood, and what should a donor do to prepare to donate?
The requirements for being a volunteer blood donor are really quite simple. You have to be 16 years of age with written consent, parental consent, weigh at least 110 pounds, and be in good health. As far as preparing for donation, we ask our donors to please eat a healthy meal before, about 4 hours before the donation, and to drink plenty of liquids to remain hydrated.
Right, absolutely. Well, when does Lifeblood need the blood the most?
Well, as I mentioned before, and it bears repeating, we need all the blood types all year round. But the most difficult times of years, the most challenging for us, are the summer months and the winter months. During these times, the people are otherwise occupied, kids are out of school, people on vacation, sickness in the winter time, so those are difficult times for us.
Right. Well, where does the blood go after it is donated at one of the centers?
Actually, we're really quite unique in that one of the blood that we collect here in this community stays in this community. All the blood that is collected from volunteer blood donors comes to our main facility located at 1040 Madison Avenue. There, the blood is processed into transfusible blood products, and small tubes of blood are taken to a special laboratory where infectious disease testing is done, which includes HIV and hepatitis. Once all of that is completed and all the testing is found to be acceptable, the blood components are labeled and they're ready for distribution. The whole process takes about 24 hours.
Right. Well, tell me about the blood donations, the type of people that it does save their lives.
The kinds of patients that we help are run the gamut from sickle cell patients transplant patients, trauma patients, premature infants, and surgery patients, along with cancer patients. Actually, research tells us that 1 in 10 hospital patients require blood during their hospital stay. So it's really an important part of the healthcare delivery system.
Right. Well, what are some of the reasons that perhaps you hear from the general public about why they don't donate blood?
There's a whole bunch of reasons people don't donate blood, but the most common one that research tells us is that people aren't asked to donate blood. So our educational outreach to the donating public is based upon 2 things, actually 3 things. We want people to know how simple the process is, that it saves lives, and that it can be done at any time, because we need blood all times of the year.
Right. Well, does it have an expiration date that from the donated blood?
Unfortunately, blood does have an expiration date. The shelf life of red blood cells is 42 days, while the shelf life of platelets, which are required for clotting, is only good for 5 days. So this is the very reason why we need a constant supply of blood donated by volunteer blood donors, because of this shelf life, the narrow shelf life that we have to work with.
Right. Well, you mentioned a minute ago about the procedure. So if a person comes into one of the blood centers, walk me through that in the last few minutes, please.
Actually, again, it's really quite simple. We take your registration, we get your name and address, phone number, and that sort of thing. Then we do a mini physical along with a fairly extensive mini history about your health history. Once all of that is done and found to be acceptable, you're then ready for donation. That the actual donation only takes about 10 minutes, and after that, the donor is then refreshed with some cookies and juice and set on their way. The whole process takes about 1 hour from registration to the refreshments.
Well, that's very important, because perhaps they think it would take longer than
that
time. Thank you very much, Susan, and for the work that you do and for being on our show today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. We're going to take a break, but be sure to stay with us, because when we return, we will discuss the 23rd Annual Golf Tournament with Amy Behringer.
Living in this crazy world, so caught up in the confusion, nothing is making sense for me and you. Maybe we can find a way, there's got to be solution, how to make a brighter day. What do we do? We've got to give a little love, have a little hope, make this world a little better, try a little more, harder than before.
I describe myself as a mother, a writer, and a performer. I'm also a survivor of ovarian and uterine cancers. I even wrote a play about that. My symptoms were pain in my abdomen and periods that were heavier and longer than usual for me. If you have symptoms that last 2 weeks or longer, be brave. Go to the doctor.
Ovarian and uterine cancers are gynecologic cancers. Symptoms are not the same for everyone.
I got sick, and then I got better.
You're watching the award-winning GHS TV, Germantown Community Television, your hometown news and information station.
You are watching Chamber Matters. The Germantown Area Chamber of Commerce offers many positive programs for its members and the public. Amy Behringer is with us now to discuss the upcoming 23rd Annual Golf Tournament. Welcome again, Miss Amy.
Thank you, Pat. Good to be here.
Thank you again for Baptist Rehabilitation Germantown and their support of our chamber also, that I know that you're the clinical director and so, and I'm a golfer. And so that's the fun part of your life, I'm sure.
It is.
And so tell us again, as chairman of the golf tournament, where it's going to be held and when and what time and et cetera, please.
Okay, this is our 23rd annual Germantown Area Chamber Golf Classic. We like to tagline this event with the term taking your business to the green in terms of a golf course and hopefully to the green in terms of profitability. We're going to be hosting the tournament this year at the Germantown Country Club. It's going to be on Monday afternoon, June the 18th. The Germantown Country Club actually happens to be the host location for our monthly membership luncheons and also a member of the chamber. Again, Monday the 18th, we'll start the day with a burger buffet, very nice lunch. We'll have the rounds of golf that will kick off with a shotgun start at 12:30.
Right. Well, tell me about the format for our viewers in case they want to sign up.
Right. Like a typical tournament, our format is a four-man scramble. It's open to any men or women, amateur. You don't have to be a chamber member to participate. We will be offering a couple mulligans and putting contest tickets with our tournament fees.
Okay, and obviously with the chamber that's kind of the host of it, what type of makes this tournament unique?
Well, we like to think there's a lot of things that make our tournament unique. I know no one else would think that about their tournaments.
So.
But I truly think that about the chamber event because, as you know, our goal at the chamber is to support area business, and we try to make every event that we host a networking opportunity for our businesses. There's several ways we do that with the golf tournament. First, as I mentioned earlier, we do try to provide more of an upscale, catered burger buffet type lunch, not a box lunch, but really more of a business lunch type of atmosphere. We recently, in the last couple years, have really upgraded our post-tournament activities. That time while they're tabulating results, we've really made that into almost a business after hours type event. And I just got confirmation today that Angie Merriman is going to again be entertaining during our what we call our 19th hole event. So we're excited about that. But perhaps the most unique thing about this golf tournament is that one of the sponsorships that we encourage and we actually have a lot of participation in is what we call a hole sponsorship. And with that level of sponsorship, which by the way is only $250, area businesses are allowed to come and set up basically an expo booth at the tee box on each hole and greet and meet and network with every golfer that comes through the tournament, which I've gotten a lot of feedback over the years has been great for the businesses and the golfers alike.
All right, well you touched on it, but tell me a little bit more about the sponsorships that are available.
Okay. Our tournament, despite the fact that we feel like we have a lot of unique offerings and we bring a lot of value to participants, is very affordable. We do have sponsorships that run the gambit from $25 for prizes to $2,500 for what we call a cart sponsorship, which would enable someone to have their logo displayed prominently on every cart around the course. In between there, we have your typical tee signage where you can have your business recognized on a sign at each hole. We have our hole sponsors, which are like our mini expos on the golf course. We have several contest sponsor levels for most accurate or closest to the pin. One of our most popular sponsorships and something that seems to accompany most every chamber event is our refreshment type sponsors. We do have several. The Oasis. We have several beverage sponsors and a couple of Oasis that we set out. As I mentioned, our tournament's going to be held June the 18th. And if history repeats itself, we've had really beautiful weather for the tournament. But it is a warm time of year. So snacks and hydration are priority. And we do have a lot of people who step up to the plate for us for beverage and Oasis sponsors. Of course, we have sponsorship levels that include rounds of golf. We call those our Birdie and our Eagle sponsorships. And again, as I mentioned, our cart sponsorship and really, we welcome anyone who wants to get involved in the event. I think we probably have something for everyone.
Absolutely. We always try to accommodate any of the sponsorship levels, and hopefully they'll benefit from participating, getting their name out.
Right.
And it's a marketing tool that it creates a fun atmosphere and a fun day for everyone.
Right. We do try to recognize our sponsors. We know that one of the reasons why our businesses want to participate in the Chamber is to get their name out there. So we do try to really promote those who get involved with the Chamber. We try to promote those to other businesses.
Right. Well, tell me a little bit about the types of flight prizes that we try to give the winners.
Right. One of our goals with the tournament that we've been able to accomplish for the last several years is that we want to be able to provide a prize to every golfer that comes through the tournament. And we've had everything from hotel packages, rounds of golf, we've had trips, we've had golf equipment, restaurant gift certificates, really a various assortment of prizes, but very nice prizes for our golfers, and we do again try to provide something for everyone.
Right. Well, we're almost ready to wrap it up, but anything else that you would like to say that's special, even about the after party, perhaps?
Right. Well, again, I think this tournament is just an excellent opportunity to network, and again, we're looking for people who want to get involved either as sponsors, donating prizes, as players, or as volunteers.
Right. Well, thank you so much, Amy. We appreciate your chairmanship again.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us today for Chamber Matters. We appreciate all of our guests on today's show, Al Tarsi, Susan Berry Buckley, and Amy Behringer. If you want further information regarding membership, please call us or look at our website, www.germantownchamber.com. If you're interested in the air dates of Chamber Matters or any other shows on GHS TV, look in the Germantown News for the programming schedule, or you can visit ghstv.org, where we are also streaming live 24 hours a day. You can also keep up with GHS TV by visiting us on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you again for joining us, and be sure to watch Chamber Matters again next month.